Hey everybody, hockey's back! Hockey's back! Alright, so training camp's open today, and we're going to take a look today in this video at Montreal Canadiens roster. They released it for the Phase 3. It's 33 players, and, 33, I was going to say and goalies. It's 33 players, including the goalies. And, we're going to go over everybody that's in the list. And let's start with the goalies. Actually, let's start with the goalies right here, because it's a shorter list. As we know, there are 4 goalies in the system. Okay, so we're going to have Charlie Lindgren and Michael McNiven. And I do believe these guys will not be... I don't believe those two will be seeing any action when it comes to the actual qualifying round. But obviously in training camp, we need all the goalies we can get. There is going to be Caden Primo and Carey Price. So those are the goalies on the roster. No surprises there. And, you know, honestly, there really won't be too many. I mean, if any surprises, there. For me, there's just one for the forwards. I'm kind of surprised Joel Teasdale wasn't invited. So he's not there. That's kind of a surprise there. I won't give away anything else. Let's take a look at those forwards right now. So there are 17 forwards. We'll go through them really quick. We've got Laurent Dauphin. He is going to be there. Alex Belzile. Now he's recovering from a pectoral muscle surgery, so I don't know if he's okay enough that possibly get into action. He's one of the oldest guys in the AHL on the Rocket. Next up, we got Dale Weiss will be here, and Jordan Wheel will be here. 2 W's. So Jordan Wheel, Dale Weiss, Charles Hudon. Needs to have a really good series, Charles Hudon, that's for sure. Ryan Poehling. Poehling has a good opportunity here with the possibility of Max Domi being out, and especially with the news yesterday that they say 3. It's actually multiple Montreal Canadiens players tested positive for COVID, but there's no news around that, no context really, right? So we don't know when, how, or who, but we won't find out who. So Poehling has a good chance here to make some waves. There's going to be Jake Evans, Arturi Lehkonen. I'm doing 2 at a time because there's a lot. So Evans and Lehkonen, no surprise there, no surprise. Next up, Joel Armia. It's actually Yoel. And Paul Byron, which we all know Byron was at the practice facility, so we knew he was there. Thomas Tatar, we'll do that whole line. Tatar, Dano, and Gallagher. I'm just going to put Galley for short. So many names to write. Jonathan Drouin, he's been in camp and looking really, really good. The highlights they've had, I've seen like 3 or 4 highlights from him practicing on the ice. Looking really sharp. Now, does that transfer into the games? He's been around long enough that it should. Nick Suzuki. Big Dick Nick. Jesperi Kotkaniemi. He's here. And he's in camp. Got a good shot. There's another guy got a really good shot to make some waves here, to get himself back on the team full time. And we'll see how that goes. And the last but not least, and there's going to be a bit of an, not a bit, there's an asterisk next to his name, and that's Max Domi. Max Domi is on the list because if he is going to actually take part, he had to be on this roster. Everybody that's going to take part in Phase 3 has to be on this roster, and it was due in, I'm not sure when it's due in, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow or the day after, but he had to be on there so that if he decides that he's going to be taking part, he's on the roster, it's fine. So that's the forwards. I don't think there's any surprise. Like I said, I thought Joel Teasdale would be there, but I guess he's not far enough along in his recovery from his ACL and MCL surgery that he is going to do, that it pays for him to be there. That's the only thing I can think. The other option, I'll say later, I hope I remember to say it, and that's on the defense. So we're spinning around and we're going to do the defense. So on defense, we'll start with the smaller guys. So we've got Gustav Olofsson. We have Xavier Ouellet. Oh, I should know how to spell that. So no surprise there. I expected both guys to be in. There's a surprise. Well, there's a surprise, but I think everybody knows it by now. Next up is Folin. Christian Folin will be here. Folin is the only actual experienced defenseman for the third pairing on the right side that they really have, unless they're going with someone younger, but he's the most experienced. Josh Brooke. A lot of people call him Brooks, but it's Josh Brooke, no S. Cale Fleury. Cale Fleury got a good shot to play. Cale Fleury's got a good shot to see some action. See, my cat agrees. My cat definitely agrees with that. Cale Fleury, I wouldn't be surprised. I love his physical part of the game, and you're gonna need that when you're talking about playoffs. Okay, so next up is, I always want to call him Gord Kulak. I don't know why. I don't know where I get that name from. There was someone, I guess it's Kluzak, Gord Kluzak, an old player. That's where it comes from. Just figured it out. So obviously, Brett Kulak is here. Noah Juleson will be here. No doubt. Juleson, also like Fleury, has a really good shot to maybe be the third pairing defenseman on the right side. Next up, Victor Matei. He was unknown with his foot injury. He's in camp, and he is playing. Ben Sherratt. Big Ben. Gonna need Big Ben right now to still play first pairing minutes, I would think. Next up behind Big Ben is Jeff Petrie. Jeff Petrie. The captain, Shea Weber, of course. And the big surprise here is, right now is, if you haven't heard, last night they allowed they ruled the NHL finally ruled properly and allowing these guys Romanov, Kaprizov, and Sorokin, and if there's anybody else, I don't know any other names that Elliot Friedman had put in, etc. when he mentioned these guys. So I don't know where the other guy is or other guys. So Romanov will be allowed to take part in Phase 3 and Phase 4 without playing in the games. So that ruling of them not being allowed to play in games is still in place, but they're going to be allowed to take part in everything else. So he's going to be signing his, I'm going to say he's going to be signing his contract. We all thought it was signed. They had an agreement in principle, I guess. That's what they signed, and now they'll sign officially a contract for 2019-20, which will burn the first year of his ELC, a 3-year ELC. It'll burn the first year for him to be here at camp. Now, a lot of people don't think that's worth it. I don't know. For me, I think it is. I think you're going to get a lot of benefits from that. He's also going to be wearing number 27. Interestingly enough, he's going to be wearing number 27. That's Carl Alsner's number. Alsner opted out. The last number 27 that was Russian that played here was Alex Galchenyuk. Alex Kovalev wore number 27, so I don't know. Is 27 a Russian number? I don't know. But he's going to be wearing number 27, so any speculation on that, that's what it is. He's also, they just announced that when all this came out, it was the middle of the night in Russia. He didn't find out till a bit after, so they didn't know if he wanted to actually do this. And he has let them know that he has agreed to sign the contract, burning the first year of his ELC. They're working on the immigration details and little final details of him coming here. As we speak right now, they're working on getting him here. So he won't be in camp today. He probably won't be there tomorrow, but he could be there within, a few days. And it's not that super important that he's there right on time because he's not taking part in the games in Phase 4. So there you go. That's my video. That's who's going to be in camp. That was released yesterday, so that's the official thing. It's not me figuring this out because I would have had Teasdale on there and would have probably left Romanov off. So there you go. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. While you're heading down there to do that, think about a comment you might have about any of these guys here. Not that we can change that they're there because that's the Habs putting them there, but what do you think? Do you think somebody else could have been there? in place of somebody that's on the list, let me know in the comment section. I'd appreciate that. And while you're down there, if you haven't already, please subscribe and ring that notifications bell. That's going to get you your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge right here at Talkin' Habs. So thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate that. Please stay safe out there and wear a mask when you're out amongst people and you can't separate. It's really important. And that'll get you back here watching more Talking Habs videos, and that'd be a great thing. So thanks for watching. Peace out. Oh, I gotta cap my thing. And I will see you next video. I have a feeling we're gonna have some videos out today. There should be one out once I hear the list of who's opted out. I'm going to do a video on that as well, and we'll see where we go from there. So thanks for watching. See you next video. Have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye.